What supervision should concentrate? Four areas of staff competence the supervisors are expected to cooperate. These supervisors are affected to focus or concentrate, and those four are given on this slide. Now, number one is knowledge and information. Now, supervisor should see to it that the subordinate staff is well aware of what is expected of them within the given rules and regulations, within the parameters. They know what is their job description, what they are expected to perform. And then relating to their job, they have got all required information, the parameters within they have to perform their duties. So this is number one area of staff competence, which the supervisors must see to it that the subordinates are well aware of and they are functioning within the given parameters. Number two area where the supervisor should concentrate so that the staff competence is maximized is work related skills. Supervisors must ensure that staff members stay current on developing trends within the field of student development. Now, work related, obviously, work related in this particular case is teaching learning process. So, regarding teaching learning process, all the skills which are required, the teachers must have basic minimum, and the supervisor should, while visiting or giving the feedback, should keep on enhancing their work related skills. For instance, the use of AV aids, for instance, the class management, and similarly, the new innovations or new trends. The use of IT is becoming more and more frequent in the schools. So the supervisor must ensure that staff members stay current on these work related skills. Number three, the supervision should concentrate on personal skills of the staff. Now, there's a difference between work related skills and personal skills. Now, personal skills are important because the personality of the teacher is very important in performing the task. He should not only be thoroughly professional, he should not only know and knowledgeable about the subject he's teaching. He should not only be perfect in the teaching techniques and methodologies, but also there are certain personal skills such as punctuality, such as performing the task within time, such as the hard work and willingness to dedicate themselves to the task in hand. So two things are always important for any person. One is that he should be knowledgeable, and number two, he should be willing to perform to the best of his abilities. Now, these two things very important. a person is very knowledgeable, he is highly qualified, he is very experienced, but if he is not dedicated to his task, he is burnt out, he is frustrated, he is disgruntled due to any reason. That would not lead to the optimum level of performance from him. And the reverse is that someone may be extremely hardworking, intelligent, but he is lacking in experience, he is lacking in qualification. Still, the performance would be not good enough. So both sides should be looked after by the supervisor. Last but not the least, attitudes. Partly covered when I was talking about the spirit of dedication or not, but a supervisor must maintain a positive attitude among their staff members. Now, the supervisor, the attitudes to perform well, the attitude to behave well, the attitude to bring good name to the institution. These all the attitudes, and then the mutual relationship between supervisor, the positive attitude toward the staff members, and staff members having a respect, due respect for the supervisor or the boss is very. The four approaches to supervision are shown on the screen just now. Now, everybody has his own temperament. Everybody has his own working condition. Everybody has his own, I would say, attitude or style or delegated authorities. So, with the passage of time, every supervisor develops an approach or a combination of approaches. And these are: number one is authoritarian approach of supervision. Now, as the very word indicates, authoritarian means based on authority. Someone who has a sort of bossy attitude, someone who does not like listening to the comments or the suggestions or the even a good piece of advice coming from the subordinates. He thinks that he is very knowledgeable. He may be, but he thinks that he does not need any suggestion coming from any quarter. He thinks that his status or his appointment gives him the authority that he should command, he should give orders, and the subordinates must comply with those orders in letter and spirit. So authoritarian is based on the belief that staff members are required to be checked constantly. They should be told to do a thing, and no suggestion should be asked from them. No recommendation should be welcomed from them. It is just a bossy sort of attitude, and like a dictator in the country, or a strict boss in any setup. This supervision approach is like that. Number two approach, supervision approach, is called laissez-faire approach. Now, this word laissez-faire has been derived from political science, civics, or economics. This word, when used in economics, means that there should be least intervention from the side of the state in the private in the controlling of the private businesses, in regulating the private businesses. Instead, they should be given free hand, and they have the right to earn maximum profit. So within the rules, regulations, within the laws of the state, if they are doing any activities which is otherwise lawful, then the state intervention should be minimal. Similarly, when this idea is applied in supervision of an educational institution, the this means that the staff, the teachers, they should be given the targets. These are the targets you are supposed to achieve by the end of the semester, or by the end of the year. So I am not going to suggest you how to go about doing that. I'm not going to observe you. I'm not going to correct you. I'm not going to bother you. But by the end of the time, by the end of the this semester, or the year, or academic year, we want results. So you may adopt any methodology, any teaching technique, any strategy, but that should be result oriented. So that is the attitude of the boss. He is least bothered what the how the process is going on, what techniques, methodologies are being used. That is left onto the teachers, and this is a we call laissez-faire approach to supervision. So then the third one is companionable supervision. As the word meaning of the word is companion. Companion means someone who is your friend, who is your partner, who is your colleague. So it's not a bossy attitude at all, as in the case of authoritarian. It is not a laissez-faire that couldn't care less. Whatever you feel like doing, do it. And at the end of the day, we want the results. This is a friendly atmosphere. It's not. There's no feeling of bossiness there. The supervisor is like a friend, and it always available in the teaching learning process with friendly advice. Then the fourth approach of supervision is called synergistic approach. Now, the word synergistic means cooperative. So this is different in the sense that the supervisor cooperates. We are going to discuss each one of them at length in the later part of this work lecture. So synergistic is here, briefly, I would say, it is a cooperative effort between the supervisor and the staff member. The supervisor cooperates. They set out the objectives together. They fix the goals together with mutual assistance, and then the process is also assisted by the boss.